Hey guys, Creator Mom. I just wanted to chat real quick. So I was inspired by Kelly the Inspiration. That's her channel and name, and I really did get inspired by one of her messages about our awareness and how we can use our awareness to our advantage. And I don't know. It's not a new message, but it doesn't matter. Every day is new, and you could hear the same messages, and they hit you in a deeper way. And you get more. It's like it goes deeper. You get more clarity suddenly. Um, you know, did you see my face? I was like, ew. Don't lick my lips. Anyways, so yeah, it's funny actually. I just thought of a really good example of that. One of my kids loves geography, and he loves looking at the what is it called? Google Earth and things like that. And he studies mountain ranges in different places, mountain ranges, plateaus, just everything like about geography, rivers. At any rate, because he talks to me about this like almost every day, and he tells me about different mountain ranges and things like that. And then my other kid talks to me a lot about planes, airplanes. So guess what I've been seeing a lot in movies? Planes have been coming to my awareness, and I see it. I tell my kid, oh my God, look at, you want to watch this, or look at this, Planes and mountains. I'm seeing mountains in all the movies that I watch now, like beautiful big mountain ranges. And sure, those things were probably always there, but when your awareness is focused on something, you just see and notice more and more and more of it. So it's actually quite incredible. So every time I see mountain ranges in movies, I always tell my son, I'm like, hey, look at this mountain range. And he's so brilliant. He could guess by looking at a mountain range about where that would be in the world. Kids are fucking brilliant. My kids are brilliant. I think all kids are brilliant. When you let them focus on what they want to learn, they could teach you a lot of things, So anyways, yeah, just because I've been hearing about that a lot, now I'm seeing it a lot. Okay? So that's a fun example about awareness. And this message really, really, really encouraged me. It's empowering. It's empowering to know that you can use your focus to shift things in your life. Very fun. Very fun. If you play around with it, you gotta be a little bit courageous, because you're gonna say things that your conscious mind may not be in agreement with, because it's not the way that things look right now, and that's okay. Just realize that when you try to do this purposely. See, the thing with my kids and talking to them, that wasn't really purposeful, but I think we can use this tool. Obviously, that's why there's manifesting and all that shit. We can use this tool to our advantage. So it happens unbeknownst to us, really. You know how they say that old, thing about pointing out certain color cars, and you see that color car everywhere. But we can use this to purposely for our advantage. But the problem I think that happens, excuse me, when we want to use this tool to our advantage and purposely, is that we hit resistance, because the conscious mind wants to resist, because the conscious mind is all about what's up right now, what's going on right now. And if you start saying shit that's not happening right now, that's why the conscious mind kind of fights you on it a bit, like, what are you talking about, or whatever. I don't know, conscious, subconscious, whatever, like whatever your like firm beliefs are, if you want to shift those, or whatever you're seeing right now, like you're just gonna you might come up against a wall a little bit, like. So that's why people say things like, well, do general affirmations, say general things, because you want to soften that resistance that you're going to come up against by your mind, that tells you no, that you can't have that, So I like this book. I never read it, but I love the title. It's called The Mountain Is You. The Mountain Is You. And surely enough, we are the mountain that needs to be moved and shifted. And so we do that with the rudder of our tongue, like the Bible says. This is all in the Bible too. But the thing is that a lot of people, preachers, preach the Bible out of the religious place. You know what I mean? So it just kind of, I don't know, shuts people's eyes and minds in a way. But at any rate, I don't want to get into that. I was also thinking about awareness with people, right? So, we know about narcissism, the signs of narcissism, things like that. And that's like one thing that people don't want in their life, right? Like, oh, I don't, let's spread awareness about narcissism. I don't want narcissism. I'm afraid to get with another narcissist. What if I make that mistake again, right? But I need to, not only in regards to that's just one example, but I need to shift my focus away from what is or what was onto saying, because guess what? There's not only narcissists in the world. Yes, there is people with narcissistic personality disorder, all mental disorders in the world, but there's also beautiful, kind, safe, generous, loving, caring people in the world. There's a lot of loving people in the world, right? So that's what we need to select and focus on. Putting your attention towards something doesn't mean that there is not the opposite in the world. Of course, we live in the world of the good and evil, right? But where are you going to place your power, attention, and focus today for the things that you want to see in your personal life? You can't change the world by saying, oh, this and this and that. There's darkness in the world. There's evil in the world. You have to shift and start speaking what you want to see in the world, and then you'll see more of that, specifically and namely and most importantly in your world, and then it trickles out from there. You can never change all the way out there. You gotta go with what's within your reach, and then it starts from within and then out and out and out and out. You know what I'm saying? Like a pond. You throw a rock in a pond and it starts with a tiny circle and then it ripples out. So that's why, like Neville Goddard and all these people say, the change starts with you. It starts from within. Shift your focus about what you want to see in your life, So I want to see, kind people, caring people, loving people. And there's so many of those people in my life. That's what I'm going to start. That's what I'm going to say about my life, right? And your kids. Right? Just like people say, like in the church, speak life over your kids. Speak life over your kids. Don't speak what they're doing right now or whatever. If you want things to shift, start saying something to yourself differently about your kids, like have a declaration about your kids. What is your main declaration about your kids? You know what I mean? And sometimes we need to work on that because, children can act in challenging ways sometimes. But what I've noticed is that I feel like when my children act challenging, that it's a sign that I'm not connecting enough, with them sometimes. So I mentioned that in one of my other videos, that kids need that attention and focus because, they can go a little bit haywire. And they're supposed to need that, and that's appropriate, I believe. So, it's funny, like with school and everything, the attention that kids get really is just performance-based shit, Everything is just performance-based. So no wonder, just no wonder. But at any rate, we have a chance to offer something different. But yeah, our awareness, isn't it fun how we can use it to our advantage? Just be gentle with yourself. All right, everyone, have a great day.